you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. So Christmas is all about family and loved ones and friends. For some people, this can be quite an uncomfortable, tense time. If you have to see people this year that you perhaps don't get on with swimmingly, whether it's, you know, a family member or even some like distant acquaintances and friends. Today, I just wanted to share some advice. So if you do have people that you feel forced to see this time of year that you really don't like, you really don't get on with, or even people who are very negative and borderline like aggressive or abusive or just really toxic towards you, then A, you're not alone. B, you are totally within your right to withdraw yourself from that relationship and not spend as much time with that person or choose to distance yourself from them. And this is quite a controversial opinion. I know a lot of people will really completely disagree with me in this sense, especially with family, but that is honestly how I feel. Some people think you should just ignore it and it's like family is family and you kind of have to love and respect and spend loads of time with your family even if they are a really toxic relationship in your life and they really negatively affect you. And I honestly disagree with that. I perfectly respect your opinion if that's what you feel, but I don't think someone should have to tolerate someone if they are constantly trying to argue with them or oppose their views or be really antagonistic and really argumentative and just make these kind of holidays and times of the year a really uncomfortable time. Being an adult, I mean, I really feel for you if you're just a kid and you're going through this, but being an adult, you are in control of your time and who you choose to spend your time with. Some people might say that you should try really hard to get on with them, and you might have tried that, but if you continually feel like you're giving your time and energy towards someone and you're either not getting anything in return or what you're getting in return is bringing you down and having a negative effect on your mood and your life, then you are totally within your right to command respect and choose not to engage with that person and that behaviour. However, if you completely disagree with this, then I will offer a more calm approach to this. If you are either in a position where you're genuinely forced to be with that person, or if you're one of those people who thinks family is family and you have to get on swimmingly with everyone, or at least try. The trick is to be assertive without being aggressive, and you can kind of practice this or think over like phrases beforehand, but generally I find if you feel like you're getting worked up or angry, remove yourself from the situation for a few minutes to calm down. Don't just react with the immediate thing that you think of, you know, take a second to just think of a more calmer, more kind of neutral thing to say in response. And if there's anything in particular that rubs you up the wrong way about this person, whether it's that they always argue with you about your relationship, or you have completely opposing views on politics, particularly is a bad one, or religion, or your living situation, or literally anything, you know, there's always like one thing that that family member has a go at you about, then know that thing is a trigger for arguments and calmly say to that person either before or during whilst they bring it up, depending on your relationship. If you have an open relationship, I think it's really good to bring it up in a calm setting and be like, okay, like I totally get we clash over this thing, you know, I think it would be a real help for our relationship to be really kind and civil to each other if we just don't discuss this thing. And if they don't tolerate that or they ignore it completely and bring that thing up, then it's your position to say, I'm not gonna engage in this conversation, I don't want to have an argument, I'm gonna step outside for 5 minutes. Or even if you're sat at a dinner table, even just changing the subject, turning to the other person next to you, getting up, going to the other end of the table for more food or to chat to someone, or helping clear up or whatever, just removing yourself from that conversation before it allows to escalate, until you kind of take the high road and have this calm, positive, really civil approach. You don't know how someone's going to react. They might completely shock you and be like, yeah, like I totally agree, I don't want to argue with you, you know, and it might spark a more open-minded debate about that thing, or it might really improve your relationship with that person. You just don't know. So have that slightly awkward conversation opener, and it's totally worth it in the long run. This week's video is again a feature from this week's newsletter. So if you are not signed up, it's a weekly letter that goes out every Monday, and it's basically like a positive, uplifting little message that drops in your inbox every Monday morning, and it's completely free. You can sign up at the link below if you want to hear more encouraging advice and thoughts and personal insights and stuff every single week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!